Welcome back to another episode of Two Beers, One Movie. We're talking about finally Volume 2 of Stranger Things. Yes, Volume 2 of Stranger Things aired at the weekend. I'm sure everyone has already watched it, so there will be spoilers. If not, it's gone past 72 hours now at this stage. So we were left off with the guys in the Upside Down with Joyce and Hopper in Russia fighting the Demogorgon. And we had two episodes, both feature length. One of them was 2.5 hours long. I mean, I enjoyed it, but it felt like this season was really just a build up to the final season. I actually kind of predicted the end of this season. I actually said it to my partner when we were watching. I said, I guarantee you that by the end of this, that the Upside Down is going to be ending to Hawkins, and that's where we'll be left off. But then, listening to the Duffer Brothers, they're saying that it's going to be jumping ahead a few years, so it's going to be a few years' time where they're basically just merged. I don't know, it's interesting to know. So the guys, it's really big spoiler, Eddie Munson is gone. Yeah, they actually killed off Eddie Munson where he let the pizza dude live. I was very disappointed about that. Eddie Munson stays and doesn't run, and he fights the bats at the Upside Down where they just basically rip him to shreds. And then one of our favourites, Max, almost dies. Well, she actually did die for a moment, and whatever happened, did 11 bring her back to life? But then again, if you brought her back to life, how did the clock strike 4 times, and how did Hawkins come into how did the Upside Down come into Hawkins? Or is that why it's only half of the Upside Down came in because she died for a few minutes or whatever? I'm not sure. All the gang are reunited at the very end of it. There's all hugs, there's kisses, there's emotion. It has a lot of nostalgia filled throughout the season. This wasn't the best season. This is probably the most biggest budget version of the whole series. For me, the two best seasons are the first one, tour one. There'd be two favorite ones in the shopping court. Part 2 wasn't as bad as people thought. I probably think this is the worst season. That doesn't mean it's a bad season. It's just not my favorite one out of a lot of them. It was maybe because the actors are getting quite old as well now, or probably a time jump is actually the really. I'm interested to see how they do it, given the Upside Down was coming into Hawk. But it's interesting to see what happens. Probably the right thing to do given the age and the characters now. Like, it's almost like it was 3 years before this one came out because of COVID, and it's going to be 2 years before the next one. Some are probably going to be in the younger kids are definitely going to be in their 20s. So I just don't know what's going to happen. What's going to happen with Vecna? Is he going to have a team of fucking whatever's behind him now? The showdown between him and 11 was quite good. But a lot of it was kind of cliche. Mike telling her he loves her. You kind of seen that coming. I honestly didn't. I thought you were going to kill off Max, and then they brought her back to life. Really wish you didn't kill off Eddie Munson. There seems to be a lot going on in this season. It's like it's jumping through different subplots all the way through. It wasn't confusing. I knew where it was jumping through, but it was distracting to something that was happening that was more interesting than some of the other things that were happening. And that I wouldn't have said that was an enjoyable thing, where it wasn't cohesive, it wasn't coherent for the way the script should have been played out, and I think that was to his detriment. It kept on jumping, kept on going from to Russia to the Upside Down, Dream World, sometimes to the Bleeding Desert, or in the pizza place, and yeah, again, it was good, but just nowhere near as good as some of the other seasons. Did it have to be as long? That's another question. Did every episode have to be that long? I don't know. Either way, it's still a very good season. It's going to build up to an epic finale. Vecna and all the Upside Down versus 11, the gang, and everyone from Hawkins. The performances of the characters are all really good, but that's a given. The music, again, is amazing. It does have a cinematic feel to it. Obviously, Netflix have big money into this, where that's what they're going to do, I'd say now, from there on, as they said. Ads will probably come in soon. And we'll get a big, huge, probably 6 to 8 part finale in the final season, where maybe every fucking episode will be an hour and a half, 2 hours, 2.5 hours long. Really good, not great. What do you do? Penultimate season. Usually this is what happens building up to the final season, but still very, very good. So please like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Two Beers, One Movie.